This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Go. 180. Let's go. Everyone should. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, Haywood. Here we are. Everyone, 37 is the mic. Mike 37. Thanks. Everyone, 37 is the mic. Mike 37. You run.
Now Goff on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta. 37 is the mic. Mike 37. Man, let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Super. 37 is the mic. Mike 37. I'm coming for you. You mine. Everyone, 37 is the mic. Mike 37.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I think you have to chalk that one up for the defense there. Someone right on the spot. Excellent coverage. Didn't leave him enough room to come down inbounds, even though he did catch the football.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Everyone, 37 is the mic. Mike 37. Man, let's get some pressure.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Alpha. 37 is the mic. Mike 37. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Go. Everyone, 37 is the mic. Mike 37. Okay, double up.
Goff throwing again. He gets it to Cooks. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
Hey, exit. Everyone, 37 is the mic. Mike 37. It's coming this way.
They are going for it. Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. The tackle there by John Johnson. On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That 2nd down play nets a -4. First down marker at the 31. It's third down.
I got you. Man, I got you.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. The first carry for C.J. Prosise. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 28-yard line.
14, got it. 14. Check 99. Check 99.
On second and 12, Wilson. This is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 28 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
It's our time. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Switch up, switch up. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Goff on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike 54. Check, 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 check. Mike 54, Mike 54, Mike 54. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
25 yards. First down, Rams.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, Echo.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6. 50, Mike, 50. Cornell. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the backer, watch the backer. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Not 180. 54 Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want you. He sees. You got tight right there. 12. Hey, Charlie. 54. Mike 54. Yeah. You don't want none.
On first down, it's gone. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Man, I got you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Bravo. Mike 54. 65.
Again, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Rams nothing.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
It's going to be a long day. Kill.
They're going to go for it. It's gone. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Blue team. Blue check 50, check 50.
58's the money. 58's the money. Watch the run. Good side, baby. That's a baby side.
On 1st down, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
Double count.
At the 42-yard line.
You must be true. Check 3. Check 50, check 50.
Check 6 guard.
Alert. Saturday.
25. Check 25. Check 25.
Check.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
For a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Green 80.
I'm coming after you. Switch.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Green 80.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now a give, running right is Lynch. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game. And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game, and they know it helps their team.
Go. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Jim. Hey, 0.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. On 2nd and 9, Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They're in coverage to knock it away, Marquise Blair. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 38-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To the air again. Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mikel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They run again with Carson. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. On first down, Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On second down, it's Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give right side. Carson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down. Losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Hey, lady! I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, look.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Fighting him off. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, check 24. Check 9.
Now it's Carson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Strong right. 3 down. 24 is the mic. Hey, pick your game up. He alert. Off. 24 is the mic. Hey, Hero.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
What? 380!
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
On 1st down, Procise. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Hey, let's get this.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Rams' 7-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Gun.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert. It's up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift.
They'll run with Lynch. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. On first and 10, Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee, 26 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after...
And this is going to be intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
76. Hey, wahoo! 2 for 1, 2 for 1.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, Orbit.
37's the mic. Mike 37. Let's go, Brady. Return over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Everyone, 37's the mic. Mike 37.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now Goff. And Woods has it complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. As a quarterback, this is where you look for those instincts to really kick in and take over, right?
Yeah, you can't force it downfield because if you throw an interception here, the game could be over.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Watch bud. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Goff. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. The clock showing just one tick. This for the win. Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right, and that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Tight dog. Tight dog. Yeah, let's roll.
Gurley again here on first down. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the Seahawks 48-yard line.
Tonight, 20. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Flair. Rick Flair.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a third down and 6. Big play coming up.
Hold on. Check, check, check. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Hey, dude. Mike 37. Danny. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
goes throwing overtime for gone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Check, 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 check.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is caught. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Well, when they kept the offense on the field, you saw the face I made looking at you like, what are they doing? How did they do that?
Yeah, that's almost a miracle, isn't it? Because the two of us have talked to play callers, and every time we talk to them about going for it on 4th and long, they give us that same look you just gave me. And they always say, I don't have that call on my play sheet, Haas. We just don't have that one. Well, apparently he did, and they got it.
And in overtime, wow. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Win the rep, let's go, right here. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Rabbit. Hey. DC. Check. Go. Check.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And Zerline's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Come on, Eagle. 40. 12. Go. Check line 33. Check line. Go. Check. Mike, sit down right there. Good job right there.
Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? He hits his running back, Brosice. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Green 80. 14. Watch the flat.
Third and 2, now Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. This is Carson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off at the 15. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip is to play defense. And usually we focus